Good day everyone, we are going to present a mini documentary video about fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia, and this is our group members.
Hi, my name is Joycelyn Gora James, Nomometric 304818. So today I'll be explaining about the problems and issues faced by fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia. Well, there are three problems and issues. The first one is mismatch between graduate skills and market demands. The second one is graduate expectation versus market expectation. And the third one is limited job opportunities. Well, we'll look into the next slide for further information about those problems that are faced by the fresh graduate in Malaysia. Well, based on the news that we see, Bernard has mentioned that these problems happen because the sort of the university is producing and what the job really requires based on the marketing demand.
Sort of mismatch in terms of what the university is producing and what the job really requires has always been there. And I feel like an effective way to overcome it is definitely giving the students more exposure to the outside world before they graduate. And I think these internships are already there in the system. But I think if in order for them to transition even more seamlessly, I think more opportunities should be given. Instead of one internship, could we do like twice at least, for example, so that they can really familiarize themselves with what is needed from the outside world and align the expectations as well. And I think on the same note, I would also hope that the quota system of the university
among 2.5
around 2000.
maybe for basic, for first, maksudnya macam if first I dah dapat tu, starting I dapat 1,800 macam tu lah.
2,000 and above.
2000
and above.
Okay.
2,100 because I'm doing degree, so nak habis dah. So I expected that. Kalau diploma, I expect 1,800.
Limited job opportunities are a major cause of graduate unemployment. Well, based on the news that we can see, in 2019, COVID-19 has grown tremendously and it has affected fresh graduates. Many universities graduate enter the job market each year with high hope, but they also struggle to find positions that match their qualification. As a result, many graduates remain unemployed or are forced to take low-paying jobs unrelated to their field to study.
My name is Teo Sing Ning, number matrix 303733. I will explain about the reason why fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia. This is a survey done by JobStreet about top 5 reasons why fresh graduate unemployment. The main reason is asking for unrealistic salary or benefits. Second is poor command of English language. Third is the fresh graduate choosy about the job or company, poor communication skill, and so on. The first reason is fresh graduate asking unrealistic salary or benefits. And why fresh graduate asking for high salaries? It is because rising cost of living, they need a high salaries just to survive independently. They need to pay rent, transportation fees, and basic expenses. The second reason for fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia is lack of digital skill. Fresh graduate lack of technical, problem solving, and soft skills that employers require to compete for jobs in Malaysia. In recent years, technology and innovation have advanced significantly, so fresh graduates must have digital skill in order to perform their job effectively. Several skills have not yet been mastered by fresh graduates such as digital marketing, software and application development, e-commerce, big data analytics, and database management. The third reason is fresh graduate lack of effective communication skills. Communication is a fundamental skill in almost every job regardless of industry or position. However, many graduates enter the workforce with excellent academic qualifications but struggle to express their ideas clearly, articulate thoughts in interviews, or engage in professional conversation.
My name is Lee Jawan and my metric number is 303770. I would like to share the latest statistic on graduate unemployment in Malaysia. Based on the most recent data published by the Department of Statistics Malaysia (DOSM), graduates are obtaining the highest certificate from universities, college, polytechnic, recognized body or equivalent, where duration for study is at least 2 years. In 2022, Malaysia saw 174.8 thousand unemployed graduates with an unemployment rate of 3.7%. By 2023, this number fell to 167.3 thousand unemployed graduates and an unemployment rate of 3.4%. This marks a 0.3 drop in the unemployment rate.
As we have seen in 2023, the unemployment graduates have 167.3 thousand person and the unemployment rate is 3.4%. Based on the data, in 2022, 78,800 diploma graduates and 96,000 degree graduates were unemployed. By 2023, these numbers fell to 75.8 and 91.6. This marks a 3.8% decrease for diploma graduates and 4.6% decrease for degree graduates.
My name is Tasmin Tanyanzi, number matrix 308032. I'll be presenting on the efforts that have been made to tackle the issue of fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia. First and foremost, I'll be highlighting the individual efforts that fresh graduates themselves can take to improve their employability. So, you may ask, what can we actually do in this situation to increase our odds of getting hired? Well, JobStreet conducted a study where they asked employers what gives fresh graduates a competitive advantage. And 4 main reasons came up. The most is has held a leadership position, has high academic scores, involved in extracurricular activities, and has done volunteer work. As you can see, 39% prefer candidates with leadership experience, like being a club president or team leader, for their decision-making and people management skills. Secondly, 25% value high academic scores, which reflect discipline and strong learning ability. Thirdly, 20% look for those active in extracurriculars, showing balanced teamwork and time management. Last but not least, 16% favor volunteer or even internship experience, recognizing real-world readiness, initiative, and social responsibilities. However, fresh graduate unemployment remains a pressing issue in Malaysia. The Ministry of Higher Education (MOHE), in collaboration with universities, have implemented various initiatives to enhance graduate employability and align education with industry needs. The Ministry of Higher Education has introduced the Graduate Employability Strategic Plan 2021 to 2025 to better prepare students for the evolving workforce. This plan serves as a roadmap for universities to produce graduates who meet current and future job market demands. According to the Ministry Planning and Research Division Secretary Datuk Shaharuddin Abu Sohod in an RTM interview, has outlined 4 main strategies together with 30 incentives and 31 activities under a 5-year plan aimed at producing holistic and employable graduates. So, what are the 4 main strategies that the MOHE has emphasized? Firstly, is reinforcing talent by improving English proficiency and 21st century skills. Secondly, is expanding the career pathways of the graduates by setting KPIs for university leadership to achieve over 18% graduate marketability annually and encouraging entrepreneurship as well as participation in the gig economy. Thirdly, is enhancing teaching and learning by aligning academic activities with the Industry 4.0 needs and involve industry experts in teaching and curriculum development. Last but not least, is strengthening the industry ties by increased structured industry engagement for all students, integrate learning with professional certification, and achieve high employer satisfaction ratings. Let's take a closer look of the key highlights of the plan. So as you can see, 4 key strategies focus on 21st century skills, a future-ready curriculum, and a stronger industry academic ties, aiming for 85% graduate employability by 2025 through a tech literacy, creativity, critical thinking, and communication skills. Now, let's look at the efforts made by the Malaysian government to address the issue of fresh graduate unemployment. One of the notable government efforts is the SLIM program, also known as Scheme Latihan Satu Malaysia. This program is designed to increase the employability level or the ability of graduates to get a job. The key objectives of SLIM are straightforward and impactful. Firstly, SLIM aims to increase the marketability of graduates by equipping them with both soft skills like communication and teamwork, as well as relevant technical skills. Secondly, it provides graduates with valuable on-the-job training, giving them real-world experience that is crucial when applying for jobs. Finally, the program's ultimate goal is to reduce the unemployment rate among fresh graduates in Malaysia by making them more job-ready and competitive.
My name is Pang Kang Yi and my metric number is 303992. For conclusion, fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia is a real and growing issue that affects many young people today. Even after years of studying their degrees and have their qualifications, many graduates find it hard to get a job. This can be frustrating, especially when they are ready and eager to start their careers. Despite holding academic qualifications, many graduates struggle to secure employment due to factors such as asking unrealistic salary, while others may lack digital skills or strong communication abilities. It also creates a bigger concern for the country as more and more graduates are entering the job market each year. This problem doesn't just affect individuals but impact families, communities, and the future of the workforce. It's important for everyone to understand how serious this issue is and why it needs attention moving forward. To really fix this, everyone needs to play a part. Universities should update their courses to match what industries need, and government plans such as Scheme Latihan Satu Malaysia to increase the employability of graduates through soft skills training and on-the-job training for them to gain new skills and experiences. By working together, a future where more graduates are ready for the working world and have better job opportunities may be built.